How's it going? I'm Brent from ENCORE. Here we have a brand new Ford Bronco. Let's go ahead and get this fender covered with paint protection film. All right, so what I'm going to do is start by getting this area lined up real well. It's going to wrap over just a little bit and get real close to this rubber right here. And then, you know, while we're making sure that's lined up pretty good, we want to keep an eye down here and make sure that this is running down the hood or fender nice and straight. Oh, well, that's bad timing. Well, you see, I think that they're just picking up that, yeah. All right, so what I did here was just lift up on this pattern a little bit to give it some extra material right here so that it rolls into that indent really nicely. Then we'll go ahead and squeegee that part down. Now what we're gonna do is go ahead, so just so you know too, you have to remove the fender with this pattern. This is a pattern cut out of core. All right, so what we're gonna do now is stretch to the front corner. All right, so we're gonna stretch towards the front here, stretch down to right here. Oh, did Harper have a rough life? So we're getting this good and lined up with the edge, and then we're going to tack this down. All right, so in order to get rid of this finger here, we're going to do a little stretch right here. We don't want to stretch from down here, otherwise we're going to stretch all this material in here as well, and it's not going to fully get rid of this finger. So we're going to stretch from right here. And then tack this bottom down. All right, let's get everything out of this recess. All right. So what we're checking for here is to make sure that we've got enough wrap there to get full coverage on that. Then we'll squeegee all this down. And then we're going to take this air pocket and remove it over here. to go ahead and back up a little bit here. Sorry, we had some people come in the front door. So I'm not sure exactly where I left off, but this video is going to be just a smidgen messy, just a smidgen. All right, so let's just go talk about this a little bit more. So we tacked the back, and then once we did that, we stretched to this front corner. And then from there, we stretched down to here. And it did leave us with a little finger, but we're going to have no problem getting rid of that. At that point, we went ahead and squeegeed everything down. And then we'll finish wrapping into this fender here. We'll finish wrapping into this fender and when we're done at the end. All right, so what we're gonna do down here, before we squeegee this out, we wanna make sure that everything is lined up good here. And it looks like this door edge quits wrapping right underneath the sticker, and we just want to make sure that this edge is extremely close, if not hanging over just a little bit, so we can just put the tiniest wrap on it on this edge at the bottom. That looks good. Go ahead and squeegee some of this out. Sorry, I had a little piece of dirt in there. All right. Still there. All right, we'll squeegee this down to this recess here. And we're gonna have to come back and probably put a little rubbing alcohol in this area to get that to stay down. Let's take care of this and then we'll work down there. Okay. Let's readjust. All right, so I'm gonna lift up here a little bit and put some tack solution in this little recess. And we're gonna go ahead and squeegee this part out. Okay. What? If you want to, either way. So in order to work around this bump here, I'm going to put a little bit of tension on this. See how it starts to lay down there? And we're going to squeegee that out. All right. And then in order to get rid of this little bit of extra material, we'll put a little bit more stretch on it. And lay this part down. And then we'll squeegee all this out as well. Okay, and then we'll tack this part down. Definitely going over that because it's ripply underneath there. Pretty sure there's something in there, you know, to help protect the body of the vehicle from rocks coming up and hitting it. They put that texture in there So spend a little bit of extra time making sure that you get all the soapy water out of those ripples. That way they don't dry with air pockets. All right, so now let's go ahead. Let's see, what do we want to work on now? Let's take care of this front here. All right, so we put some tack solution underneath there, and I'm just gonna swipe over that edge and hold just a little bit. And we'll slide chomp this one down. Maybe even chomp it. All right. All right, and then now we're gonna put some tack solution on this top edge. All right, and then we'll go ahead and wrap all this top edge. All right, let's come around and get this top corner here on the edge. Okay, that went real well. Go ahead and do a pre-wrap, if not fully wrap, the back part of this fender where it goes in between the door. So recesses like this are difficult to do with a squeegee. I just use my finger on those for the swipe and hold, or I mean really this is a pre-wrap. And dry those edges out down here. Now on this one we will come back out and cut it out around the sticker. The sticker is a matte finish, so obviously we just switched it over to being gloss now. But for now, let's go ahead and finish wrapping this into the wheel well, or into the fender well. All right, I ended up with a little bit of material hanging over the edge here on this side. I didn't have this issue on the other side, so I'm not sure if I stretched it different or whatnot, but let's go ahead and trim that off. Some tack solution in there. We'll push this down. And we'll get that edge dried out. I'll go ahead and trim around the sticker. All right, we'll dry that edge out. Just hit it with a little bit of tack solution here. And we'll come back and heat seal this edge all the way around it. I did go ahead and left this on that's wrapped in. That way it's just the sticker part that's not covered. Alright, we'll come back a little bit later and finish tucking this backside in. And then we did all this. We went all the way around. Alright. We're good, so I appreciate you taking a look. If you found anything helpful, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.